Absolutely, and we have those names here tonight. We talked about some of the history that's here.
Oh yeah, certainly, and it's you know, the guys that have been here, their grandfathers, their fathers, a lot of them, it's a family sport. They've all grown up in this sport, and you know, Tony Stewart is one of the guys who didn't grow up. I mean, his father was into go-kart racing, but he wasn't a part of it. They didn't have a lot of money, but they worked, they did what they could do, and he's truly come up from nothing to being at the pinnacle of the sport at this point.
Well, no question. I mean, he is about as high as you can get. And you know, you brought up a great stat. Let's talk about that real quickly. Tony Stewart was #2 in the nation in donations.
Yeah, well, he was in the top 25 for contributions to charitable organizations. And in this list of 25, only Tiger Woods, as sports figures, was higher than he was. So that's an amazing stat to me. Of course, he gives all that money to Victory Junction every year, over $1 million. He's got his own foundation, so he does a lot of good things.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. It's the start of the 22nd running of the Lucas Oil Chili Bowl, presented by General Tire. The green flag flies.
Josh Ward got a great start there. Damian Gardner falling in right behind him. Brad Kuhn bringing up the rear. We've got a yellow early.
And right off the bat, it will be number 99. So I'm a little earlier. Brady Bacon, who gets into trouble. But if you're going to get into trouble, do it early on. You still have 50 laps to take care of it, 49 laps.
No question. He was starting in the rear of the field anyway, so he's got to just kind of settle himself down. We're going to get a look at it right here, kid.
Gets down on the inside of the racetrack. He gets squeezed down there, and they high-centered the car.
Looked like McCarl just kind of ran right down there on him, and he just had no place to go again, just trying to stay out of trouble.
Yeah, he was doing the right thing. McCarl came into him, but he got up on that thing and just high-centered it, and none of the wheels were touching the ground. Wasn't much you could do.
Watch that one go to work as that chassis flexes. The right rear squats a little bit on board with the Lucas Oil sponsored camera there with Tony Stewart.
You're talking about guys doing wheelies. Damian Gardner did 2 wheelies on the very first lap, so he's got that race car set up very tight.
Larry, can they learn something already by what's happened?
Oh, I think they can. You'll see guys who have adjusted the shocks right on that first yellow.
And again, the official restart for the 22nd running of the Chili Bowl, and we'll see if we can get a clean lap in here. Damian Gardner in the 71, a huge wheel stand out of Damian.
Yeah, the racetrack is extremely tight right now. You're going to see the guys who really are looking towards the end of the race. They're going to take it a little bit easy, just kind of bide their time, wait for this racetrack to slick off a little bit and come to them.
And you got to set your car up tight because you know what's going to happen later on.
It's going to get slicker. It's going to get slicker. You can see already they've moved up a couple of feet off of that pole with the group. They're going to have to move it up a lot more before this thing is over.
And another huge wheel stand as you take a look at these guys running out through here. It is spectacular racing done on 2 wheels.
That's Shane Cottle on the inside of Aaron Biscuits down there trying to make the pass. Looks like he's faster, but he can't get by him yet.
And Jerry Coons looks even faster than Cottle, Larry. He's chomping at the bit, figuratively, to try to. Now he's got to move to the outside. Coons in that 11.
Go back. There's a look at Casey Kane as well. Casey Kane in the number 91, back up to the throttle. The 1ST, his 9th Chili Bowl, 4 top 10s and 2 top 5s. Finished 2nd in 2000. There's a look at Smoke. Tony Stewart working his way through the field.
Well, watch him work that wheel. Let's remember, he's already a member of the National Midget Hall of Fame.
Stewart now shown in 13th, Larry.
Yeah, and you can see him working that wheel, trying to keep that thing under control. It's very hard work, very physical work right now out there on that racetrack.
He's only 1 or 2 cars away from lining up alongside Casey Kane. There's the leaders. This is the battle for the lead right here. Damian Gardner in the 71 right behind Josh Ford.
You can see they're already into lap traffic, and that's going to play a huge part in this 50-lap race as they're running into this lap traffic.
On board with Casey Kane there.
Gardner makes a move to the inside. Looks like he's going to take the lead.
Right now, this is the Damian Gardner track, but will it be in the second half of the feature?
And how about McCarl? McCarl in danger of being lapped already.
Yeah, this is going to be very difficult for these guys. These guys are going to get the layover flag, but that doesn't mean you have to get out of the way. That just means there's one of the faster cars behind you, so you can race them if you want. Oh, look at this. Gardner just got around McCarl. Had to give him a little slide job to do it.
Yeah, it wasn't the easiest pass. Oh, and McCarl gets in the back of him, and that causes a chain reaction.
Wow.
Look at the 73. That was Josh Ford able to get back around another one of the 71s. I think that's the X possibly of Brad Kuhn.
Brad Kuhn was running second right there, Ken, and a very tough break. He's not going to be very happy with Terry McCarl right here.
No, he certainly is not, and he has every right to be upset. McCarl being lapped, got a little sideways, and then, you know, really, Josh Ford is the one that did a great job there. He kept on the throttle. If he had gotten stopped, he would have had to go to the back. Now, because he kept that thing going, he's going to get his position back.
Boy, he just snuck by. Let's see if we can find out how it all got started. And it looks like, yeah, exactly right. Well, McCarl just got into the back of the 71 there, Damian Gardner. Well,
McCarl was trying to get his lap back. He didn't want to get lapped this early. And when he got sideways, you know, there was nothing that Brad Kuhn could do. But look at Josh Ford.
Wow.
He just stays on the throttle to keep that thing running.
That's amazing right there. Look at this. He's pinched and he's pushed clear to the outside. There's no way there's a lane, and he kept it going.
Squeaking through, man. He cleaned the wall off right there.
Well, he's going to be starting right behind Terry McCarl right now. I'm not sure that's exactly where Terry would like him to be.
You know, Brad Kuhn won that preliminary, and he said, I've been looking for a signature win. Larry, you introduced him. He's a two-time National Midget Driver of the Year, but he still needs that extra measure of recognition.
Now, everybody here, you know, wants to win this race. We heard McCready say, you know, once he won this race, you know, things opened up for him. And that's how important it can be.
Jegs jumping on board to help out Brad Kuhn, and it's not over by any stretch of the imagination. Hopefully he can bring Jegs to the winner's circle before it's all over with. We go back green.
Dave Darland third in that white number 9. Right behind him in the 05 is John Stanbro. Now Stanbro working on Darland here.
A couple of the picks that we all had in here working their way toward the front. Oh, is that Casey Kane losing a power plant?
Yeah, he's looks like that thing's smoking very badly. He's either lost the power steering or he's losing oil out of that thing, one or the other, but it certainly is smoking very badly right now.
Well, he's not going to let up. Looks like he's going to drive it into the ground as long as it'll go.
Well, we'll know. If that's a power steering that's going bad, he's going to be in big trouble because you can't drive one of these cars on this racetrack without power steering.
We can see these two side by side in another one. Tony Stewart, Casey Kane. That's the soil sponsored onboard camera giving us a great look. And look at his head just planted from the G-forces that want to sling it to the right side.
I think that's Kevin Swindell right behind him, giving him everything he wants right now.
Yeah, Kane finally gave up the ghost here. You see him pulling the tearaways. Larry, is there a chance he was just coated with oil?
Could be he was just coated with oil, but he was running very high. I tend to think his power steering went out and he was throwing power steering fluid because he kept running higher and higher and looked like he was less in control of the race car. But it still looked like it had plenty of power.
Well, a tough break for Casey Kane, who was taking another crack at it and hopefully able to bring home his first ever Chili Bowl win.
Yeah, he gets up there.
It just gave up. It looks like it locked up right there. I mean, if in fact it was a power plant, it could have just stopped and locked up the rear wheels.
Yeah. You can't tell from that angle whether how it was steering, but.
And the general, let's go down to Rob.
Well, guys, Brad Kuhn coming into the pits here. Don't know exactly what the crew's doing. Looks like they got some issues on the left rear torsion stop, trying to get that thing tight and push Brad Kuhn back out on the racetrack as Casey Kane goes by us, headed back to the pits. But Brad Kuhn, two-time National Midget Driver of the Year, in the pits, carrying the onboard cameras. Casey Kane is out of the Chili Bowl. Looks like we're back to green.
Brad Kuhn started off on the inside of the second row, and an excellent opportunity. It's not going to happen here tonight.
You have to wonder if some of that was related to the contact with Terry McCarl a little earlier.
I agree, absolutely. Going forward with Dave Darland right there. Dave Darland with the Royal sponsorship, and look at that one. That's the throttle change call.
Dave Darland's in the front there, and here comes Tony Stewart
and
sliding Brady Bacon.
Man, just a star-studded event here, the biggest names in the business, and there's a Tony Stewart car right behind him with Levi Jones.
Levi's really moved up well. He started deep in this thing.
Yeah, he's gone to the top where most of the guys haven't been running, and he's got the car loose enough that he can run the top. It's made a big difference for him so far.